Today, we are diving into a book that's basically an antidote to our modern epidemic of burnout. It's called Essentialism by Greg McKeown, and it's all about one powerful idea: the disciplined pursuit of less. Okay, let me ask you a question and be honest. Do you ever feel completely stretched too thin, like you're constantly spinning your wheels but not actually getting anywhere important? You know that weird feeling of being both overworked and somehow underutilized at the very same time? If you've ever found yourself saying yes to something just to be nice, you are going to want to stick around. And this image right here, it just nails the entire problem. On the left, you've got the non-essentialist. Their energy is just scattered everywhere, making a tiny bit of progress in a million different directions. It's completely draining. But then, look at the right. That's the essentialist. They take all that same energy and focus it like a laser beam. And that is where you get real momentum, real meaningful progress. So the big question is, how do you get from that scattered mess on the left to that focused power on the right? Well, that's where this book comes in. And look, Greg McKeown's Essentialism isn't just another productivity hack. No, this is a whole new way of thinking, of seeing, and of doing. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the trap of the overwhelmed life. Then we'll dig into the way of the essentialist. After that, we get practical with explore and eliminate, followed by effortless execution. And finally, we'll tie it all together with your one precious life. Let's do this. So let's start with how so many smart, ambitious people end up in this state of overwhelm in the first place. You know, ironically, it often starts with something really positive: success. The book calls this the paradox of success, and it's a sneaky trap. It works like this. You get clear on your purpose, which leads to success. That success then gives you a reputation as a go-to person, which of course brings you way more options and opportunities. And suddenly, you're being pulled in every direction, and the very clarity that made you successful in the first place, it's just gone. And this leads to a really crucial, kind of scary realization. If you don't deliberately choose where to focus your energy, the world will choose for you. Your boss, your colleagues, your family, they all have an agenda for your time. And hey, it's not malicious, it's just how things work. But without your own filter, you end up living by someone else's priorities. So how do we fight back? This is where the whole philosophy of essentialism comes in. And I want to be clear, this is not about being a slacker. It's about being profoundly strategic. So what exactly is essentialism? Well, it's not about how to get more things done. It's about how to get the right things done. It doesn't mean doing less just for the sake of it. It's about making the wisest possible investment of your time and energy so you can operate at your absolute highest point of contribution. A famous designer once put it perfectly: less but better. Now, McKeown lays out a really clear 4-part path. First, you've got to adopt the core mindset, the essence of it all. Then, you explore your options to figure out what truly matters, to find the vital few things among the trivial many. Next, and this is the hard part, you have to eliminate, bravely cutting out everything else. And finally, you execute in a way that makes doing the essential things almost frictionless. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. Exploring and eliminating is all about making choices. It's about becoming a ruthless but wise editor of your own life. The main idea here is that not all opportunities are created equal. I mean, the world throws countless good opportunities our way, but only a very few are truly vital for you. An essentialist learns how to filter through all that noise to find the signal, constantly asking, am I investing in the right activities right now? So how do you filter them? The book shares this brilliant rule from entrepreneur Derek Sivers. If it isn't a clear hell yeah, then it's a no. Just think about that. If you're not totally, completely jumping out of your seat excited about something, just say no. This simple rule prevents you from filling your life with lukewarm commitments and saves all your energy for what truly matters. And this is such a powerful insight. The word decision, its Latin root literally means to cut or to kill. Think of words like scissors. So when you make a decision, you aren't just selecting something, you are actively cutting off all the other possibilities. Every time we say yes to one thing, we are automatically saying no to countless others. Essentialism is about making those trade-offs on purpose, not by accident. Okay, so you've chosen the vital few, but how do you make sure you actually get them done? Well, the final part of the framework is about removing friction and building a system that actually supports your most essential goals. McKeown gives us 3 keys here. First, build in a buffer. Instead of just hoping for the best, essentialists plan for trouble.
They add 50% to their time estimates, which gives them this incredible unfair advantage. Second, subtract. Instead of asking, what can I add, they ask, what obstacle can I remove? And third, they harness the power of routine. You make your most important behaviors automatic, so they don't drain your limited willpower every single day. Ultimately, the whole goal is to design a life where making your highest contribution becomes the path of least resistance. Instead of relying on sheer force of will all the time, you create a system where doing what matters most feels natural and, dare I say, easy. So let's bring it all together. Because this isn't just a set of techniques, right? It's a whole philosophy for living a life that truly matters, a life of real meaning and contribution. This brings us full circle and really shows the transformation. You move from that scattered, frantic energy of the non-essentialist, where you're making little progress and feeling totally overwhelmed, to the focused, powerful life of the essentialist. It's a shift from a life of regret to a life you can actually be proud of. So who is this for? Well, it's for you if you want to stop confusing busyness with actual results. If you're tired of saying yes just to avoid making someone uncomfortable. If you've ever felt that deep pang of regret from living the life others expect of you, instead of a life that's true to yourself. Really, it's for anyone who wants to make their absolute highest contribution to the world. The book leaves us with this profound question from the poet Mary Oliver, and ultimately, essentialism is the tool that helps you answer it. It forces you to pause, to reflect, and to ask what is truly essential. And then it gives you the courage to eliminate everything else. If this idea resonates with you, make sure you subscribe for more explainers just like this one. And hey, let us know in the comments, which insight are you going to apply first? Is it building in a buffer, or maybe using that hell yeah or no rule? And of course, I highly recommend you read the book itself, Essentialism by Greg McKeown, to go even deeper. Thanks for watching.